Well, hello guys, today we have something really special to review for you. This time we have the new flagship from Samsung, the Galaxy S8, and we're gonna do a quick unboxing of it alongside a preview and an Antutu benchmark. As you might already know, Samsung is a giant brand that is pretty much everywhere, from smartphones to tablets to laptops to pretty much everything you can imagine, and so the Galaxy name must not be foreign for you. So this is the new flagship from Samsung, which has lots of interesting features that we will see as we unbox it. As we can see, the first part, we have this S8 reflecting logo, but overall the box is really simple. We have here an indication of the size of this smartphone in terms of memory, which is 64 gigabytes, and on the back we have some information about the Galaxy S8, which has a 5.8-inch screen alongside dual pixel 12 megapixel camera and IP68 water and dust resistant, which means if you drop it on water it won't get wrecked. It also has iris scanner, 64 gigs of memory and 4 gigs of RAM, alongside wireless charging and earphones tuned by AKG, which are almost always a good addition for a smartphone. The box reveals this cardboard box inside, which you open up to see the device. You just open this tab, and here you have it, the Galaxy S8 on the top. So let's take it off, and then we're gonna go watch it in a bit. But first, let's see what's inside. You have this pin that is used to open up the SIM tray. Here you have the AKG tuned headphones, which are really good and they are neutrally tuned for sound. We also have the ear tips for the in-ear monitors. Full-sized USB to USB Type-C connector, and we also have this Samsung charger that says adaptive fast charging, which is the norm that is almost identical to Qualcomm fast charging. That is the norm that is supported by the USB Type-C kind of phones, because almost the new flagships almost always have this USB Type-C, which is reversible, making it much easier for you to charge your phone without keeping on trying it out which side is the correct one. In the end, we also have this small connector, which is a USB micro, which is the normal USB cable you use on most smartphones, to an USB-C connector, because it will be really useful for those old chargers that do not support USB Type-C. But all this is done, so let's watch what really matters, which is the Galaxy S8. As you can see, the Samsung S8 is a smartphone that is really well finished, but that is to be expected for a flagship, especially from Samsung. On the front we have the 5.8-inch curved screen, which is absolutely flawless, because it's called the Infinity display, because you almost have no edges, as we will see when we turn it on. On the top we have an 8 megapixel selfie camera with autofocus, and we also have an infrared sensor, if I'm not mistaken. On the bottom we have here the headphone jack and the speakers. On the top we are able to see this little pin-sized hole, which is where the micro SD card and the SIM card, the nano SIM card, will be. There will also be available a dual SIM version for some markets. But then let's go on to the back. The back is where you can find this amazing 12 megapixel camera alongside this LED flash and the fingerprint sensor. On the back we also find the Samsung name, which is the only place where it is, because on the front it's almost all just screen. And we also have this Gorilla Glass plated backside, because this part is made of glass, alongside the Gorilla Glass 5 used on the front. So this is it for the phone, so let's turn it on. So as the phone is turning on, we can tell you that this is also an AMOLED screen, which means that the contrast will be absolutely perfect, and that this is running the latest version of Android, the Android 7.0, obviously with a cover of the Android made by Samsung. So here we see the Samsung Galaxy S8 initialized. It uses a WQHD Plus resolution, which is about 2980 by 1440, if I'm not mistaken. But you are able to see that here, because it has a performance mode where you can choose between optimized, game, entertainment and high performance. On high performance you can see that it raises your brightness by 10%, and it also changes the WQHD Plus resolution. So as you can see, it has a little starting thing, and then there we go. About pre-installed applications, you got the Samsung ones, but the Galaxy S8 is really nice because I've chosen not to install most of the Samsung ones that I would not use. So you can choose which one you are going to use and put them there. So you also have the Microsoft apps, which are Word, Excel, PowerPoint and OneDrive, that also come pre-included alongside Skype, if I'm not mistaken. But the other apps I've installed, which is the Facebook and the Asphalt, so I can show you how it runs one game, and the Antutu benchmark. But first, let's go on CPU-Z for you guys to see what's inside this excellent smartphone. So we have an Exynos 8895, which is an octa-core running at 2.3 GHz alongside 4 gigs of RAM. Which means this is a flagship phone, so everything you'll throw at them, it will run perfectly. As you can see here, the game runs really smoothly. As a quick update, I just want to refer to how great this screen is, because it really feels like everything you got on the front of the phone is basically a screen. So this is one of the features that I've loved the most about the Galaxy S8, and it's one that I really think that a flagship is worth buying for, because it is really an innovative feature. But because smartphones aren't made just by what they have, the screen size, let's run Antutu again. So as you can see on the last run, it had got like this score, which when you compare it with others, it's second only to an iPhone 7 Plus. So I'd say that's a pretty good result, but let's run it again. So as you can see here, we have scored 172 to 30, which puts this S8 just about near the iPhone 7 Plus, which means this is one of the most powerful Android smartphones you got in the market right now. If you have any other questions about this smartphone, please let me know. We're gonna post some video samples up next, but we're not thinking about doing a full review. So if you really want a full review, let us know and we'll try to make it. So as always, comment on this video, leave a like, and we will be seeing you on the next video. See you guys.